And back at Eli, we can now continue selling a bit more soap and beer and weapons. This is pretty valuable there too, so we actually make 62,000 now. So we're above 200,000 credits there once again. Let's get my fleet back home to Sleepy Hollow. In Sleepy Hollow, we should now really have a beautiful big soap production up and running. So once everything here is set up, as we can see, the balance is at 6 at the moment. So we will be able to get this up even more. And in that regard, we need to sell all the soap there is, because this is our primary way of income right now. In Carmen, I would like to get now our first production up and running. So this is the poncho, a rather easy production for beginning. And we just need a bit of space there. Space we have actually not that much in Carmen, right? We need to be very careful about space. We have the oil, and I think we might just have our poncho production then close to the oil patches. Here we're going to have the oil refinery. And of course, we should not forget that the oil will need a oil harbor later. This is here. So this is where I'm going to have a double layered road, because the double layered load basically means this is where we want to have a train. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Miss Hunt, you are attacking my royal galleon. Are you serious? And now the others are coming in, so perhaps we can actually take it out.
Engage.
And perhaps she's got some loot with us, with her that we can sell. Yeah, she's backing off now, but I think, yeah, she's too slow now because she got a lot of damage. There's no other ships around it, right? No, this is not a trap at all. So this was just her being stupid for once. So we can really take it out. At this point, she's given up, so she's just going back in and trying to fire from both sides, obviously, which is really smart on that, to make as much damage as possible, but this is too late for her. And a ship of the line is going down, a big one, and yeah, she dropped something. Let's have a look at that. Chocolate. Alright, we don't need that. Let's get the defense up for the Royal Galleon.
Together.
And we're going back home, because there's more soap that we need to sell. Balance wise, yeah, it's still very, very bad on the balance part. So we're going to continue now with the ponchos. I'm having my warehouse here. And we will then be able to just build some alpaca farms, so they don't need that much space. Basically, it's this one. And we're going to add a few of them here. For alpaca farms, and of course we also will need some poncho darners, and the ratio here is 1:1, so we can also have once again 4 of them, and never forget a fire station. Back in Crown Falls, what we need to do now, first of all, the schnapps is flowing, the workload is flowing. We need to finish another district. It's this one here. It's one of the main central districts and in this in the city. So there's a whole bunch of new farmers coming up now. And yeah, we do need a couple of things here for Crown Falls. First of all, we need way more wood, right? So for that, I'm going to increase my wood production now here with another warehouse and another lumberjack hut. Because don't forget, we want to really scale high here. We want to really push Crown Falls there quite nicely up there to a mega city. So we're going to have a few more sawmills now here. And one here. So each one of these lumberjack huts needs to have a direct connection with a sawmill. So it transports the logs to it. This is still working. Let's build it. Let's build all the lumberjack huts here. Workforce is at this point no problem anymore. So it's basically just a lot of stuff now for the wood coming in. Now that is not the only thing though that we need to keep in mind. We also need to keep our storage in mind. For that, we do have these depots here. I haven't built any of them yet, but now is the time for our first depots. I'm going to have them for now out here, right? No one cares about them that far away, certainly not me. So we can build our first depots here. We're going to have a whole harbor city here at some point. For now, it's just a few depots that we can use then for our timber. Right, so there's the first one, the first depot, and we're going to merge these depots then with our harbor central area then later. So timber production is really up there now. The next one would be then our clay production. We got 4 clay deposits in Sleepy Hollow. And I want to use all of them. So for that, once again, we do need to have a warehouse. This is a good location for a warehouse. It has the clay deposit and 2 iron deposits here right next to each other. Right, and then we have also 2 brick factories here that we can squeeze in here. We have the clay pit, and what's also important, especially with the mines around, is a fire station that we can have right next to the clay pit here as well. And here we can then have the iron deposits. So this is one of them. Let's just build it right away. And thus we have the first brick production as well. Meanwhile, we can also increase our production here for the work clothes. So I'm going to have a few more framework knitters here. So this whole industrial district is coming to life. With that, also finish this warehouse there. And also the... Oh no, we have a fire station here, so I don't need the second one for now. As the sheep roam it now. And it's just a beautiful location, right? Over there, look at that. You have the whole town in front of you if you are up here on this district. And we might even go into... the first person mode there real quick and just have a look there as the people are doing their job. You can also then just beside the sheep there go down here to the city where you can see it. So this is really cool. Nice view up here. Now the defectors once again want to join us. In that case, nope. As we know, they have just ridiculous demands at some point. So this is not something I can allow. We can though finish the next block of houses. Those guys here. Right. And that's still not enough timber coming in right now. So we got now 8 sawmills, 9 sawmills. It's still not enough for my taste to have that amount. So I think we just need to go for another timber production yet again.
We all want a share.
Oh, and he buys another share. This is getting dangerous though now, so we need to purchase one back here. Unfortunately, I don't have that much money, but he's really trying to take over Sleepy Hollow there while having a smile on his face. That's the best part about him. So he's friendly to you, but he's not really. Let's go for a bit more diplomacy. And still a bit of ceasefire there. There's going to be another cost though. And Jing, she's rather neutral to us. So it's not that easy to build up anything with her. We might actually make a non-aggression pact. She wants some money, I'm sure. Oh, it's actually not working at all. Very good. She actually doesn't really want to talk with us. I think she is a lot under pressure there. So she's still not really recovering from Miss Hunt. Even though she is trying to build up her ships there, right? She's also got a royal galleon now. So I'm very glad to see that the NPCs can also build these beautiful ships there that we have. Looking at the balance here, 2,550 coin actually costs me the warships. This is pretty harsh. So most of my money goes to my ships, but it's needed. I need that defense up and running. I can still keep myself afloat though with the selling of stuff for now. But we will have to do something about it soon. One of those things that we could do is we could start selling ships. That's right. We can build warships and we can sell them to Archie, for example. Each one of them is worth 50,000 credits. So we had already this business in the beginning, selling the schooner. Now we can do it the same way with the warships. And we do have a lot of warships. So my goal is now to keep us afloat there with selling warships and selling the soap. That is a strategy worthwhile. Of course, it takes a bit of time there, quite a bit of time to get this one up. Now, Crown Falls. Schnapps is down again, but is it full? Nope, it's not full. Alright, so also Schnapps we need to increase there. Once again, let's build 3 more potato farms. And then we can also have 3 more distilleries coming up now as well. So that this one here stays intact. What I can also do is go for the next clay deposit. We have one up here already. This one. So then I'm going to have once again a warehouse and a clay pit and 2 brick factories. Right, to also jumpstart our brick production there. This clipper is always under attack because of that ship there. Perhaps we can do something about that. We do have the waypoint system, right, that we can use for the trade routes. So we can try and have it move around as much as possible towards the city before it needs to go to strictness there. So this is why losing strictness actually is not the best, was not the best thing. We could take it back though with the warships.
A new commission?
Right. Let's get back to Sleepy Hollow, to Crown Falls. The schnapps production has been increased, and we have the timber, so we can now build more buildings, more houses then once again. Also on this side. And here we can continue now with more houses even. And always the most beautiful thing when you finish a district laying it out, just, you know, with one place, placing it, and everything is working. And look at that town, it's growing. We still need to keep track though of our main roads here as well. So there is a main road, and that was a mistake on my part now, because of course this main road still needs to continue into this area here. So we need to get rid of these few buildings here again. There we have then this road continuing here, right? This is where the train is passing through later then. So it's very important to keep this main road intact, because the train is coming from over here, the oil harbor later. And this one here goes then all the way up the train to this area as well. Plus we are going to have the passenger train system in this game as well. So this is another reason for it. And boom. More workers now. As we can see, level 39, we are really getting up there now. Level 40 is in reach. I can upgrade a lot of them. And this is now where finally a bit more taxes are coming in, right? So with the workers, we should be getting closer now to an even balance there once again. First of all with that, and also of course with getting more farmers out there. So we still have this district. There we can see the train system now. So this is where the train system is going through. It's also then most likely going up here as well, so that we can continue with the tracks. Right, to the other side, I will also still need a little connection here for the train. And here we'll continue then with more houses. Right, so this is the foundation for it. I think so far it's looking good. There we don't have any tracks then, so the tracks will be passing through here. And keep in mind, we're also having the mods where we have the tourisms delivered with the trains as well. So we're going to need a bit of place there, space for hotels and post offices, and the passenger train system that is going then through this whole town here. Right, so the passenger train will then continue probably up there and also here down to the harbor area. So this is where we also have then the connection here, where the train is coming then to this harbor. So this is kind of like our metro that we can build then as well later. Now we continue with, I think, another block of houses. And as you can see, we're really speeding up now here the production and the population of the town. There we now have the marketplace still. This is still downtown here, so downtown will of course still remain with very densely populated blocks of houses. So like this. Oh, and this one, look at that. What we can do here is we can have a little courtyard in the center there. This is looking fine. I think this fits as well. So we're just continuing here. And on this side there, right, so we have downtown, and then we have the more loosely populated area. And this is exactly how I want to keep it. There we can actually still place in a road, right? A little entrance there, like so. That's also a nice detail there. And then we could just continue here. We could actually just copy this whole block there for that side there too. This is working. Right, so like that. And also down here, we might just have normal blocks there, because this is too far on the edge. And Hunt and Sean have reached a trade agreement. Damn it, Hunt is really good diplomacy-wise. She also has now a trade decree with Sean Lafortune, which is incredible, really. Alright, there we have now more blocks than here in this center. Let's build those houses as more farmers are coming up. Let's switch to the next day real quick. And I'm pretty sure that we'll need now to have a bit more fishes as well. So let's have a quite extensive road going over there now to the other side and to our other harbor area, right? And this is the industrial zone, so the heavy industrial district, where we're also going to have electricity, of course. The train is coming through here from above, and here this is kind of like the powerhouse then of Crown Falls when it comes to the industry. What we now have here for now is some fish farms. Nothing else that we need for now.
I could simply go to press.
Oh, newspaper guy once again. In this case here, I don't need this one now. So the propaganda anymore. What I want is more money. So we're going with 10% more money and the consumption rate. This is important. Look at that. And with that propaganda, we have finally gotten a positive balance once again. Even though we are losing on a bit on the happiness. Though my people look quite happy at the moment. So nothing to worry there. Here we're getting closer now to the harbor area then of Crown Falls. So I might as well just continue now for here at the moment. In this area, this is interesting now. This is where the train is stopping. Either, or we just connect it like this.
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for 2 hours.
How about a cup of coffee, it tells me. Well, I have a cup of coffee at hand. Also, we see the comeback of this layout here. So this is looking fantastic later on right now, where you have then these little entrances towards the houses. So once we have then investors or, well, our artisans are fine already as well. We have these little stairs to the building, like in New York, for example. So this is a very nice layout. I love that particularly. And we only need to build it once because now we can build it a few times. And I think this just fits up here in the less densely populated area then as well, because it just leaves a lot of room open where we can then build this one. These blocks. Right? And around these blocks, we just have normal buildings. Here, for example, we definitely still need a fire station as well. And a police station. Fire station we already have. So having a police station here is actually quite important. And yeah, we're leaving a lot of green space as well, because think about that. We're going to have a lot of trees, a lot of flower beds, fountains and stuff like that later. So this is where we're going to implement then all of these things, right? So right now, of course, it's looking a bit bare bone, but just stay with us there for the time being. There we're also going to have another layout that is a bit more or not so efficient. That is just basically a street going through it with, well, benches and trees then around next to it. So this is also going to add a bit of variety then to this whole district there, and we can have a few of them here. Right, so also this. I think this is looking quite nice. So we have these districts, and the further we go inside, the more densely populated it gets, right? So we basically have now this part of the city. This is just a glimpse of what we still have to do, right? We still need to paint this whole area here also. Of course, we're not doing it all at once, but we need to push to artisans there as well to get the balance even higher. For now, this is fine. I will still finish this district here now too, so we do need the basic buildings there in the center once again. And around it then we're just going to have a lot of these farmers there.
Ceasefire has ended.
Oh, and also the ceasefire ended with N, so we should go back with another one. She wants 8,000 for that, and I'm fine with that. We're also getting our reputation up with N there, so the higher the reputation, then at some point she just gives us some quests as well. So this is also really good to know. Now, that is that. I think Crown Falls is looking rather good from here. Of course, still a bit naked, but we're changing that over time. This, of course, is also increasing then my money. And what we can also do is, well, we can just upgrade a few more to workers while we're at it. And yeah, basically the farmers, we have so much room still to grow our industry up here, so this is no problem. And now we then have to think about the new industry for the workers, and that is going to be way tougher. For this, I will need the other islands then to have the grain fields on it. And it's a good thing that we have a mod for this also, where we can have the commute pier going then already at this point to the other places. Now, we have the, first of all, we do need to focus on the building materials though still. So we have the bricks. And level 42, very good. So the bricks is almost fully used, right? We have the next clay deposit then here. Clay pit and then 2 brick factories next to it. And of course, these brick factories also need a nice little police station, fire station. And let's just have them here. Right, and I think we have one more deposit somewhere. There it is. Very good. So also here, once again, a warehouse. And then we're also going to have another clay pit and 2 more brick factories. And of course, once again, unfortunately, but well, it's needed. It's costing us a lot of money though, is the fire station. 25 credits, actually not that much for these guys here. Righto, so that we are now using all the 4 clay deposits on Crown Falls. We're also using now 8 to 9 sawmills, and next up would be now the steel beams and the windows. So I really want to push the building production, building material production, so that we can then focus more on the building side of things. Oh, this house here needs a road connection. And there's so much timber coming in, so we can just also happily continue upgrading the houses there, as long as we have, of course, the goods. And as we can see, for example, Schnaps is a bit low right now. Hugo offers us a construction quest. Let's accept. Oh, and he wants us to build a grain farm, a flour mill, and a bakery. That's very kind of him to think about that. I think Hugo is here as well. Yep. And he's also going to build up quite a big city in Crown Falls and in Sunken Treasures. So this is really our main focus now. This is the main focus for then our future endeavors and quests, of course, that we want.